I'm sure you've heard the news opposites attract. It's a tale as old as time, a concept that has been romanticized in countless stories, movies and songs. But what happens when these opposites are not just different in personality, but in their entire way of life? This is one such story. Our story begins in two very different places. On one side, we have the serene farming community of La Palma, California, where time seems to slow down. On the other side, we have the bustling metropolis of Los Angeles, a city that never sleeps. In La Palma lived Elena, a spirited young woman with dreams as vast as the golden fields. She was a farmer's daughter, deeply connected to the land. Her days were filled with the simple yet fulfilling tasks of farm life, but her heart yearned for more. She loved her home, but she couldn't shake the feeling that there was something else out there for her. Her friends and family often teased her about her wanderlust, but they also admired her spirit and determination. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, Daniel was a rising star in finance. He was the epitome of success, with a sharp mind and a keen sense of business. But despite his success, Daniel felt a void in his life. High-rise apartments and exclusive parties filled his days. But something felt missing. He often found himself staring out of his office window, lost in thought, wondering if he was on the right path. The bright lights of LA were losing their sparkle. Daniel longed for something real, something that would give his life meaning and purpose. One summer, a property deal brought Daniel to La Palma. It was supposed to be a routine business trip, but as he drove through the countryside, he felt a sense of peace and tranquility that he hadn't felt in a long time. To him, it was just another small town. Until he met Elena. Their first meeting was nothing short of magical. They exchanged smiles, and in that moment something clicked. Skeptical at first, Elena had seen city folks treating her home as merely a business opportunity. But Daniel was different. He was genuinely interested in her life, her dreams, and her community. Behind his polished exterior was a kind, curious soul, a little lost, just like her. They found solace in each other's company, sharing their hopes and fears, their dreams and doubts. Their late-night talks deepened their bond. They talked about everything under the sun, from their childhood memories to their future aspirations. Under the starlit sky, they found a connection that transcended their differences. Daniel was captivated by Elena's authenticity, while she fought to keep her guard up, knowing he'd soon leave. She found herself falling for him, despite her best efforts to stay detached. But as their connection grew, so did the stakes. They both knew that their time together was limited, and the thought of being apart was almost unbearable. Daniel's company wanted to buy the land, threatening Elena's family home. Elena was devastated and Daniel was torn. He knew that the deal would bring in a lot of money, but he couldn't bear the thought of destroying the place that had come to mean so much to him. Torn between his career and his love for Elena, Daniel made a bold choice. He decided to stand up to his company and fight for what he believed in. He challenged his company, exposing the project's harmful impacts, risking his job. He presented a compelling case, highlighting the environmental and social consequences of the project. He lost his position but saved Elena's family's land. It was a bittersweet victory. Daniel had sacrificed his career, but he had also found something far more valuable, a sense of purpose and a place where he truly belonged. Their love story became a legend in La Palma, proving that true love can bridge even the widest of worlds. Sometimes, in following your heart, you find where you truly belong. Daniel and Elena had found each other, and in doing so, they had found themselves.